At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Optimal Living Daily. This is Your Life's Work by David Cain of Raptitude.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best articles I can find and get permission from, covering personal development or self-help, minimalism, productivity, and more. So with that, let's get right to it and continue optimizing your life. This is Your Life's Work by David Cain of Raptitude.com. Picture a big steel box. Strewn about the box are some child's blocks, the kind with letters on the sides. We place a rat in the box to do as it pleases. It has enough food and water to live out a normal rat lifespan. Then we let nature take its course. Suspend any ethical reservations you have about putting a rat in a box like that. Assume it's perfectly happy with this scenario and even signed a release form. The rat will live its whole life in that box, eating, exploring, poking at the blocks, maybe knocking some of them over and pushing them around. Eventually it will die of old age. Its corpse withers away or is removed by the night janitor. Once the rat is dead and gone, we again have an empty box with blocks in it, same as the start. It's almost as if the rat's life never happened, except there is one difference between the start of the experiment and the end. Some of the blocks inside will now be in a different place. The force that moved them was life itself. This new arrangement of the blocks, however random, pointless, meaningful, or beautiful it ends up being, is the net effect of this rat's life. The new landscape it left is the lasting impact it had on its world. It's evidence that says, Ratty was here. If it had been a particularly complacent rat, it may not have moved the blocks at all. It may have just eaten up its food, daydreamed, and lazed around until it died. Upon its death, the state of the box might have been indistinguishable from the one it was placed in. A new rat could get dropped in and never have a clue that this box contains the entire result of another rat's life. Your life, though probably a little more colorful and interesting, is essentially the same. Your box is the planet Earth, and the blocks are the contents of the planet, physical contents such as landscapes, objects, people and animals, and abstract contents such as philosophies, fashions, trends, and cultures. You've been unleashed to do your thing on this planet. You'll live for a time and interact with this box and its contents, then you'll be gone, leaving essentially the same scenario, a box with stuff in it. The net result is the sum of the changes you've made to the contents of that box. And when you die, all of your responsibilities and plans, the day-to-day stuff that seems so real and vital now, will evaporate in a flash, and its residue will be worked out by the people and processes that survive you. Your inbox will not be empty, but anything you've pushed around during your life will remain pushed. If you've ever lost someone close to you, you may have noticed this phenomenon. In the weeks that follow a loved one's death, you tend to notice evidence of that person's life, even though it is over. Notes in their handwriting remain on the bulletin board. Objects they bought and used sit in the last place they put them. Their clothes hang in the closet, duly worn. My father died a year and a half ago, and immediately I noticed his life was everywhere. He was an accomplished handyman, and my mother's house is still full of relics testifying to his time on Earth. We relax on the deck he built. We sit and visit in rooms he painted. His weekend and summer projects continue to make our lives easier and more beautiful. Aside from the physical blocks he pushed around during his life, I noticed the intangible ones too. He was a science teacher and taught me about the natural world whenever he could. My interest in science and life on Earth is in large part actually his work, set in motion by his words during his life. And I'm only one of his thousands of students. What are you leaving in your wake? I had a wonderful day, thanks in no small part to hearing George Harrison's Here Comes the Sun on the radio while I ate breakfast. I walked into town, relishing the sunshine and enjoying every minute of today. George moved his last block in 2001. Throughout life, you will move blocks around, and once you die, your last contributions have been made. Why did you move the blocks you did? Were they meaningful to you? If you lived life as a carpenter, having left hundreds or thousands of houses in your wake, did you do it just to get paid and buy a bigger TV? Or does your legacy of bungalows mean something to you? Do you spend your energy heaving around blocks that don't matter to you? Are you just doing what you feel like you'd better do in the moment? Or is there a discernible purpose behind it? Is your life a project? Or is it more of an endless laundry list? Will those who follow you be thankful, resentful, or indifferent towards your life's work? Do you care? You may not. There's another school of thought here. Some might argue that all they want to do is make this block moving period, maybe 70 to 80 years if one's lucky, as fulfilling as possible, and it doesn't matter what they leave in their wake. If that sounds like you, fair enough. But perhaps the block pushing part is most fulfilling for those who care where they all end up. Don't forget, no matter what you've been up to, you've been doing your life's work. You just listened to the post titled, "This is Your Life's Work" by David Cain of Raptitude.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. Sometimes the most painful part of getting sick is the getting better part. Waiting on hold for an appointment, sitting in crowded waiting rooms, standing in line at the pharmacy, that's painful. Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy remove those painful parts of getting better with things like 24/7 virtual visits and prescriptions delivered to your door. Thanks to Amazon Pharmacy and Amazon One Medical, healthcare just got less painful.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Thank you to David. For me, the main box I'm working in is this podcast, really, and for a long time. Each episode I create is like pushing a block around. And so I was thinking about what that means for me. Am I just doing this to get paid, or does this mean something more to me? Well, hopefully it's obvious, but the purpose behind it is to share ideas that can be helpful or thought-provoking. What's a little interesting and different about it is the blocks I'm moving are blocks that other people have already pushed or created even. The authors of these articles wrote something, and then my work is to take that, rearrange it slightly, and then share it in a new way. It's like a chain of people moving blocks, but hopefully leaves the world a little more interesting or helpful than we found it. But good questions to ask today. What are the blocks we're pushing every day? And at our jobs, with our families, in our communities? Are we just going through the motions, or are we intentionally trying to build something that really matters to us? But thank you to David for pushing this block. Thank you for being here and pushing blocks. Wishing you a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.